Playing PUBG Mobile at 90 FPS on an iPhone 13 Pro Max can cause more harm than good. Let me explain. Now, before I launch into what's bad, let's start with what's good in an iPhone 13 Pro Max. Well, the screen is brighter. It has now 1000 nits of brightness, which is 200 nits brighter than last year's model. As a result, spotting enemies becomes easy, especially snakes. Next, this year's iPhone has A15 bionic processor, which comes with faster GPU and CPU cores than last year's model, making this iPhone the most powerful smartphone in the planet right now. And this speed comes in handy when you are clutching 1v2 or 1v4. Other smartphones would stutter and drop frames during this kind of intense situations, but not this iPhone. Nothing beats an iPhone, I mean nothing. And then comes the battery life. This iPhone can survive all day on a single charge. On an average, I got 9 hours of screen on time with moderate gaming, which is sweet. As a result, your gaming session is longer, you don't have any charging anxiety, which is real by the way, and concentrate more on the game. But all this goodness of the new iPhone 13 Pro Max comes crashing down when you switch to 90 FPS. So what happens is when you game for extended period of time, on 90 FPS, your phone starts overheating. It gets real toasty. And as the phone temperature rises, the display brightness automatically reduces. So with reduced brightness, you can't spot enemies very well. And instead of hunting down the snakes, you might well as become a snake. Next, the CPU starts slowing down, which results in massive desync and dropped frames. Moreover, the battery of the phone reduces dramatically. We want 90 FPS in our iPhones to make gaming better, more enjoyable. But if increasing the frame rate backfires on us like this, then what's the whole point of having 90 FPS? It's so counterproductive. And if this is some sort of bug, I hope Krafton fixes this ASAP. But when the phone is a more or less chill state, 90 FPS is amazing. The touch input lag is less, which means as soon as you touch the display, your character moves. Motion blur is reduced in 90 FPS compared to 60 FPS. So it's easier to shoot fast moving objects. Most importantly, desync is reduced ever so slightly. Overall, the gaming experience is much smoother than it has ever been before. So now the million-dollar question is, how do you solve this overheating problem? Well, I found two ways. First, limit your gaming session to 35 minutes at a stretch. Take a break and come back for the next session. Now, what if you want to play for longer session? Then start playing underneath a fan. Pro tip: please avoid screen recording on an iPhone while gaming in 90 FPS. Screen recording is a CPU intensive job, so your iPhone will heat up way faster. By the way, if you want to stream or record your gameplay on an iPhone using a Mac and you don't know where to begin, then I would suggest you watch this video. Click here to watch it right now and I'll see you there.